Pawel Urbanski. Here's the microphone.
Okay. Hi everyone. Thanks for coming, watching.
You want me to press the button every 25 seconds, right?
More or less. I mean, even if the pictures repeat, that's not the most important thing.
I know the skyline.
Okay. Okay. So basically. The major event in my life, which sort of shaped and made me think about what's next, was the loss of my sight. I lost my sight when I was 13 because the illness I was suffering from got harder. There was no way to fix it. There will be no way to fix it in the near future. So I had to put myself together, got to the high school, and I simply got the opportunity to go to a rather unusual school. It's called United World College, one of currently I think 11 or 12 schools where you put together people from 80 or 90 countries. They study hard, play hard, and it was the first challenge. The first real challenge for me, because simply I was one of the first two blind students at the school. So I learned that there are some risks in life, but if you have certain control over the risk, or at least you know what can knock it off, it's quite okay to start touching the impossible. So I ended up at the college, and there was the program called Challenges, where students had to join some extracurricular activities. And I joined climbing, rock climbing, and I started to work in the rehabilitation center, maybe just in case. And so that was the beginning, and I simply fell in love with climbing. Was sort of going to the climbing room every morning. My roommates started hating me. They posted the note, "He's no longer in this room," and so on and so on. I learned how to ski. It was all fun. Well, I failed my diploma, had to take maths exam once again, had a year to think about what's next. The next was basically university. And it was the beginning of my adventure. During my studies, I got to know some people who were organizing climbing expeditions, the big ones, and they accepted me to the team to go and climb Mount Aconcagua. Mount Aconcagua is one of the 7 summits, 7 highest summits of all continents. I went for the mountain, got pretty high, twisted my knee, was brought down with the helicopter. But what was quite remarkable, I think in my opinion, was that I learned how to measure the limits of myself. I simply learned when I feel tired, or maybe I just think that I am tired. And even when going down with this helicopter, the pilot gave me the headphones and said, "Okay, here is some music to listen to," and it was Oasis, "Don't Look Back in Anger." And I think there are some things in your life that happen. Yeah, you cannot do much about it in the very moment, but later on you can use it either for your advantage or for your disadvantage. As you can see, I was not always successful. I failed my diploma. I had to retake some exams once again. But the year after the Aconcagua expedition, I managed to stand on the summit of Mount Kilimanjaro. And I think that this is the very physical realization of touching the impossible. Because when you set yourself a goal, you need to know about the steps that will take you there. Kilimanjaro is a pretty high mountain. It takes 5 days to climb it, but the steps are, they are pure steps. You know, you just go there step after step, step after step. There is one day where you walk for 12 hours, have some little breaks, and then you reach the summit. And when you are on the summit, you cannot go further. There is no way. So you touch the impossible. And when we talk about possibilities and impossible things in the life, I think that impossible, right, it might be in the head, you think about the project at the beginning, but then you have to do. And doable is in your hands. And what I learned from climbing over these 3 years is that a good climber is a life climber. When you enter a project, want to change something in your life, it first takes some effort. Sometimes it takes time. You cannot go any faster, any slower. It's important to know when to quit or when to push forward, and you simply feel it. I mean, there is no much about it. And when we talk about passions in life, I coined for myself a phrase that passion is not fashion. The real passion in my opinion is when you find something interesting to do, you find pleasure in it. It's not just blind following the others or simply, doing something what's of interest of the other people. It doesn't have to be mountain climbing. It can be just anything else. The last sort of idea that comes to my mind is try to get other people to move, to start doing something. Because I had these various opportunities in my life to take on, but there were always some people who were helping me. Sometimes it was technology that was helping me, for example, studying at the college, then studying at the university. And I think that you have to measure what gives you pleasure at what cost, because there is no point to climb Mount Everest, stay there forever, and not even be able to show the pictures.
Speaking of the word serendipity, which came up just before, we have Pawel with us thanks to the serendipitous volcanic eruption by that volcano with an unpronounceable name that sounds like I'm flatulent and isn't it cool. He was on his way to Norway to meet the Queen and hang out in the mountains and do other cool stuff, but hey, best laid plans. Thank you.